Hi everyone, my name is LaShawn Poole, and I wanted to come on here and share and talk about triggers in the when it comes to the arena of mental health and mental illness. Please subscribe to my new YouTube channel. It's called Breaking the Stigma and Overcoming Mental Illness. This is very important to me. This is something that is big to me and very, very important. And I hope that it becomes big to you, and I hope that it becomes just as important to you as it is important to me. So please subscribe. You can also look me up just by Sean Poole, and you should be able to find and watch some of my videos on there as well. So let's jump right into it. So I wanted to talk about triggers, and everybody has triggers, whether you are someone who suffers from a mental illness or just someone who's just going through life every day. Everyone has triggers. Everyone has something in their life that causes them to have a panic attack, cause anxiety, cause a form of depression, cause sadness, that causes sadness in your life, that causes you fear, that causes you to get frustrated, that causes you to become angry. There is something that causes you to do that, and that's what we call triggers. And if you know anything when it comes to mental health in the mental health arena and field, when you are dealing with therapists and psychiatrists, if you pay attention to one of the things that they ask you, one of the top questions that they ask you when you have an individual who is seeking therapy of some kind, of some sort, they will ask you, well, what caused this? What triggered you to react this way? What triggered you to respond in this kind of manner? So it's so important that not just only for individuals around you, for your friends, for your loved ones, but also more importantly for yourself, that you learn. And I believe that's a part of learning who you are as an individual. Excuse me, guys. But it's very important that you understand and you learn what sets you off, what causes you to go into depressed state, what causes you to have anxiety attack, what causes you to get frustrated, what causes you to get angry, what causes you to have all of these different type of thoughts. So it's important that you understand that. Also, like I said, it is good for yourself that you understand that. And it's also good for others around you. That way, when it comes to people dealing with you, they know how to deal with you and they know how to handle you. Why? Because you have taught them how to deal with you. You have taught them how to handle you. I know that probably sounds like probably crazy. Like, how can you teach somebody to how to handle you? Just like you treat people just like you show people how to treat you, you can show people how to handle you. You can show people how to deal with you. It's the same thing. And this all comes back to triggers. Do y'all not know that I'm going to a little bit into emotions here, but do you all know that when it comes to the different kinds of emotions like anger, frustration, fear, all of that all comes from them, are all secondary, what the mental health arena calls secondary emotions, meaning they come from something, they trigger something. So something triggers your fear, something triggers your anxiety, something triggers your anger, all of that. So it all goes back to triggers. When you know your triggers, that can help you oh my goodness, that can help you out tremendously, because then you know, okay, so if I do this, I know this is going to cause me to get frustrated, or this is going to cause me to be angry. I'll use myself for a prime and a perfect example. I know for me, I can't go to Walmart. I can go to Walmart, but I can't be in a Walmart for a long period of time, simply because for me, it's the too many people. So if I'm around too many people for too long, I will literally feel myself beginning to kind of go into like a little panic attack. So I then have to remove myself and collect myself together to not go into a full-blown anxiety attack. So I know for me, I have to monitor when I'm around a bunch of people, and sometimes it's just gonna happen. Sometimes you have no control over that. And so when you have no control over possibly some certain situations that may trigger you to react or respond a certain way, then that's when you learn how to respond to it. Don't allow it to respond. Don't allow it to respond to you. You learn how to respond to it. And so what I mean, what I mean in that, what I mean when I say that, I say that in the sense of like with me, because I know when I go into Walmart, I already know going into Walmart is going to be a whole bunch of people, because we know that's Walmart. It's a grocery store. It's a shopping center. So it's going to be a crowd of people. So what do? I create a list of what I need to go in there and get. And I take this list with me. That way that condenses it condenses the time that I'm in there. So that way, if I'm in there past the time that I know that I can handle, then I'm better, more prepared. Like, okay, if I'm in there past 30 minutes, then that's because I've deviated from my list and I'm just in there just getting other stuff. So I have to almost like create a plan. Create a plan for your triggers. I know that probably sounds weird, but create a plan for your triggers, because what happens is when you do that, that minimizes your triggers. That minimizes your frustrations. So if you know that leaving work or if you know that rush hour traffic, or if you know that you rushing to work causes anxiety and frustration, create a plan for yourself that causes you to be able to still leave out at a decent enough time to where you're not rushing to work. Because what happens is when you do that, it allows your stuff, because you know stuff is going to happen, whether it's in your control or not. And when it's out of your control, you just have to learn how to go around it, in a sense, without allowing it to control you. And so I'm just saying I'm giving you these real examples, because, and as simple as they may be, you probably like, LaShawn, these examples are real simple and small, but you will be surprised how something such as that can cause a major impact on somebody, meaning as far as their emotional state and their mental state. It can cause them to become frustrated. And of course, when you're frustrated, then you got to deal with, then you go from being frustrated to upset, and then you go from upset to being angry. And then you have to, and then you'll get to a place where you're like, okay, why am I angry? What caused me to be angry? So then you have to sit down and go back to the first thing that triggered that anger. And you have to deal with that, or find a way to deal with that, so the next time that you won't, find yourself in a position that you're angry. I don't want to be on here long. And so like I said, I just wanted to kind of talk about triggers, and I will talk about more on triggers and emotions on like the next video. But I kind of just want to kind of just introduce triggers and talk about triggers and what causes triggers and how we deal with triggers. There's so many ways that you can deal with triggers, and self-care is one of the ways we can minimize our triggers. And I will go more into that next week with that video on how I will begin to share self-care tips on how to kind of help minimize your triggers. So I pray that I said something to bless you. I pray I said something to bring awareness to you that you did not know about. Remember, like this, you can share this with anybody, whether they are dealing with mental health or just anybody that you know that can benefit from this video. Like I said, if you want to search the video, it's called the first introductory video is Breaking the Stigma and Overcoming Mental Health. But you can look up my name, Sean Poole, and just hit subscribe. And anytime I come on and do these videos, you can be more than welcome to watch them and share them with your friends and loved ones. I love you all, and until next time, be blessed and have a wonderful day.